Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Akash Shinde. Welcome to MBA again. In this video, we are going to have a one-on-one conversation with Arun. He is from IRMA, and we'll ask him some debating questions as IRMA forms are out. A lot of students are having queries. By the way, let me tell you, Arun is going to mentor to the upcoming aspirants who are mainly aiming for IRMA. So Arun, welcome back to the channel. It's been 4 5 months. We have been in touch with you. So Arun, let us know about your profile: 10, 12, UG, WorkX.
Okay, thank you, Akash, for welcoming to the channel. So, when it comes to my academics, I have completed my 10th, 12th, and graduation from my home state, that is from Karnataka. And when it comes to the academic score, it is my profile is the 998 is my profile when it comes to 10th, 12th, and graduation. After my graduation, I took a gap of 2 years. At the time of that, I was preparing for the CAT, and being an horticulture student, my background is a horticulture. So, from that, I have been preparing for the CAT exam and I aim to go for the rural management college. So after that, I prepared for the exams and I got into the IRMA actually.
Okay, that's quite nice. So, Arun, I wanted to ask you what kind of profiles that are coming to the IRMA? Because IRMA is kind of a B school where students have a strong clarity that they wanted to really get into rural management. But if you look at other B schools, students are quite biased, right? Even during my days, I was having 10 to 20 options. And from that options, I had to choose out whether I should go for business analytics or whether I should go core MBA. But when it comes to IRMA, people are quite clear. So can you tell me some profiles of your colleges? Let's say some engineers, non-engineers. So just categorize the profiles.
Yeah, sure. When it comes to IRMA, based on our batch size, actually, when it comes to the 100% batches, nearly 60 to 70% students are from the farm size background. That is, it may be agriculture, horticulture, fishery, sericulture. So the IRMA gives majority of the priority to the farm science students because they are having the knowledge about the rural management already. So that it will be easier for them to train the students as per their rural management needs. So this is one of the major sector of the people present in the IRMA. Other than it's not only is for the farm science courses. There are also students from the arts, from the literature, from the dental. So it's not a limitation of that particular background of the graduation. Anybody can come, but generally the college prefers for somewhat a farm science background student. This is what we can say. Other than that, when it comes to IRMA mainly sees are you really interested in serving the rural society? Because IRMA is not another B school where you are mainly focused on the private sector or corporate sector. You want to work on yourself. You have to work on yourself. After that, you have to work on the society also. It is like give and take back. That is what the IRMA works on.
Okay, okay, understood. So, Arun, I wanted to ask you, what are the options that you had and why, what was the main reason that you chose IRMA over other B schools?
Okay, I other options I had a manage NIAM, and I also got an offer from the SIIB International Business that is from the Pune. But when I compared
Mhm.
all of the colleges, I felt being an horticulture student also, so I felt getting into the rural management always best because when we had an inclination towards getting into the rural management, we know we can serve there better because when we have a
Mhm.
purpose against it, because when it comes to IRMA has mainly a R factor, that is rural factor. So and for example also I'm presently been in the VFS, that is the specialty of the IRMA. We'll be given staying in a village for the 45 days nearly, where we'll be
Mhm.
working with the NGOs. So where we have to see how the NGOs work, how they can better the society, and what are the functions. So when you have interest according to it, so you can get into the IRMA. So that is why how I selected the prioritize the IRMA when the time of selection.
Okay, understood, Arun. So, Arun, I wanted to ask you one question. There are a lot of folks who are coming for IRMA, right? So, can you shed some light about the interview process, GDPR process? Because as you are going to mentor to a lot of students, so then they wanted to know about the process. So, if you shed some light, it will be far better for the students.
Okay, sure. When it comes to the IRMA, there are mainly three exams it's been accepting: CAT, ZAT, and CMAT. But there is a problem in the CMAT exam. It accepts the CMAT scores of the previous year. It has happened due to the COVID time of the misalignment of the exam dates. So it will be accepting the CAT and ZAT of this year, but CMAT scores of the previous year. After this, a particular cutoff will be released based on the number of applications and what are all the priorities based on the category, caste, all that. After that, you will be having a VAT and PA session. There is no group discussion for IRMA. So in the VAT, we'll be given picture. in that picture, from example, I was having a picture of construction of the railway construction. So you may think somewhat there may be a sometimes there may be a complete picture of the rural background, sometimes
Mm-hmm.
related to a rural background. That page will be given by 25 minutes of the time, 25 to 30 minutes, where we have to write about the VAT, and then immediately after that, an interview will be taken. Sometimes interviewers may hold your VAT form and they can read it and ask the question, or generally they can go on asking the questions. So it's not compulsory they will be asking questions based on that. So there is a different weightage on that. As per I remember, there's a 5% weightage for VAT, what we are writing, 35% weight for PI.
Mm-hmm.
So, other than that, it depends upon the scores of the exams. This is what we had follow. And when it comes to the interview, in the interview, overall rough I can give idea because there is no particular pattern because everybody follows. But generally, what they try to understand is, are you interested to serve the rural society? That is what they try to
Mm-hmm.
understand. And is the reason given by you is the real? That is what they try to understand. And one of the main thing about, or I think it's a great thing about IRMA is they don't judge you based on the gap years. Generally, this is the conception where
Mm-hmm.
other colleges do, like if you are having a gap year, you have been wasted. No, IRMA doesn't assess you based on your gap years. They assess what is your purpose and how you are eager to serve the society. That is what they try to learn about you.
Yeah, absolutely amazing, Arun. So, guys, I would like to tell you one thing. One last year, we had a batch of 30 people who were preparing for IRMA. Arun was one of the students. So, Arun, but during that time, I know that we were preparing for VAT and the kind of questions that we have come. We have one mentor last year who have passed out from IRMA. So, that time, guys, I would like to tell you one thing that we were preparing the same set of questions which is very necessary for IRMA. So, this year, we are going to do the same where we'll come up with some pictures or the VAT topics which are asked in IRMA, quite similar to that, so that you'll have a first-hand practice and you will be able to do the practice. So, Arun, I would like to ask you, let us share some light about the programs which are offered because there are 3 to 4 programs and students wanted to know more about it.
Actually, to be honest, the three programs which has been introduced, it was introduced this year only.
Mm-hmm.
The main program is the Rural Management program in which I am studying, and there is another program that is PhD program.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, this year three new programs has been launched. That is agribusiness, MBA in agribusiness, MBA in corporate banking, MBA in finance. Like these are not of finance, like corporate banking, and there is something I am not able to remember. When it comes to these courses, not even a single batch has been came out of it. Presently, the strength of the three combined courses is 60 because it has been started this year only. The cutoff, what was the actually procedure done was that based on the previous cutoff of the CAT which was taken for rural management, they consider it only and give admission for the other three courses. So
Mm-hmm.
officially, there is no data of the placements or anything about these courses, but you can get data about our courses, that is rural management. So that is what there is. So first year generally, as per the batch presently there is, first year complete syllabus will be same as per the rural management. In the second year, they will be getting the electives or the special courses based on the agribusiness, corporate finance, or the any other specialization they are selecting.
Okay. So, Arun, since last year we had taken almost 6 to 8 sessions for IRMA. So, can you shed some light that how one should prepare for IRMA entrance and interview? Apart from the GDPI course that we are taking it out, let's say if one of the student who just wanted to prepare on their own, so how the person should prepare on it?
Yeah, sure. When it comes to IRMA, don't try to fabricate the things. Be your
Mm-hmm.
own self. That is the one thing the college try to see in yourself. Because if you are really interested in IRMA, obviously they will come to know. Because the interviewers who are sitting in front of you will be like the years of experience as our age who will be sitting in front of us. Because if you are
Mm-hmm.
doing anything, they will understand that. So basically, after completion of your exam, all that, then the first the thing you have to be updated with the current what is the what can I say? What are current affairs? Generally, with the current affairs, we don't get into the complete depth of the current affairs. Just have what are the important knowledge. Just you can spend a daily 1 to 2 hours of reading a newspaper. That is a best habit I can say after completion of your exams, so that you will be having a good flow with the current affairs. Other than that, when it comes to the VAT and GD, we will be giving some of the topics so that you can follow up with that. That is not an issue. VAT and PI. So sorry, not
Mm-hmm.
GD. You can follow up with that. Other than that, have some of the information about Go through the IRMA website. What are the courses they are providing? You will get an complete details of what are the course they are providing in the first year, second year, or the overall structure of the year. What are the special functions they are doing in the colleges? So go through the IRMA website. So they should feel like you are completely interested in the college. Then they'll be like, okay, okay, you can join our college and be prepared for the interview. It's not like that some people do like they'll not get ready for interview. It's like even if they are asking introduce yourself, you should be having a rough idea of saying how should you introduce yourself, because a college will think if you are not being prepared, if you go and like having a pause in between your answers, they will be think you just came here to giving a chance. That should not happen in the IRMA's interview. That is what they mainly see towards the interview. So these are the things you can cover daily. Go with the current affairs, have somewhat
Mhm.
idea of the major agriculture business. For example, I will say for example 2020 the farm bill producers were cancelled. Like these are presently in Karnataka the what strike is going on based on the agriculture. Have some news about the rural management. That is what enough for that, because after exams you can get depth into that.
Yeah. So Arun, I'll suggest you one thing. Once the GDP session will start, why we should not add one session, or you should add one session for kind of a current affairs, so that the students who are preparing for it. Because I have seen through this all MBA exams and all the colleges which are present there, they mainly focus on the current affairs. So but try to include one of the session or two of the sessions, so that students will be able to get a more clarity about what is the current affair that is needed for mainly to IRMA.
Sure, Akash, I can do that. That's not an issue. And one of the thing is every year, generally, when the MBA interviews are, it will be like
Mhm.
around the budget announce timing. So that is generally it will be a hot topic of the budget announcement and all that. So you'll be getting. So I will do that session. That's not an issue. We'll
Okay.
go on with that.
Yeah. So I'll take up some questions of the student. Arun, some of my mentees who are coming to us, one of the person who is coming to IRMA is almost 33 years old. So he wanted to ask you, what is the age range of the people who are coming to IRMA?
Actually, to be honest, there is a person, a lowest age is 21, a highest age is 32. So it's not depend upon the age. It depends upon the work experience you are having and what is your willingness to join the IRMA. But generally, as we have seen from our batch, majorly the age range is between, I can say, 24 to 27. These are the majority of the people. And don't worry about the age. It's because it completely depend upon how you are showing yourself to the interviewers. So you can go for it. That's not an issue.
Okay. So, some of the students are asking me, there are general engineer male candidates. So they wanted to join IRMA. What is the cutoff, or what is the percentage that they should carry if they are preparing for IRMA?
Actually, for when it comes to the cutoff, there is actually based on the category it is there. So
Hmm.
if it's possible, I think I have shared it. There is a official cutoff. So just give me a second. I will see.
Hmm. Yeah. Or guys, do one thing I'll tell you, since I've been mentoring, you should have minimum 88 to 89 percentile to have a seat, safe score, I'm saying. But if you wanted to have a more information that category wise SC, ST, for the other categories, right? So you can, I'll share, Arun will share one slide. You can just check it up. So Arun will take up new
Yeah, I will
question.
do one thing,
Uh,
Akash. So, but
hmm.
uh,
So
so
yeah,
for that, I
Arun.
will share complete details.
Okay, okay. So Arun, one of the student is asking, what does IRMA truly want in their students? What is the ideal candidate for IRMA?
So when it comes to IRMA, IRMA mainly see is there a rural factor in you? Do you really want to serve the rural society also by working on you? It doesn't always say live about yourself and completely work for the rural society. It is like work on yourself, make better every day of yourself, and give back to the society. That is what the IRMA wants. That is what the main feature IRMA is requesting, and it will be finding in the students. It's like how you are more inclined to the IRMA and what is the thing you want to do.
Okay, so some of the students mainly looking for placements, and this is what we are coming here, right? Because I feel that if you are coming and you are spending 20 lakh rupees, ROI also matters a lot. So, but
Yeah,
if I look
sure.
at IRMA is a different college where you'll focus. See, you are definitely gonna get that 15, 20 lakh rupees package, but think about a B school where and the opportunity that you're gonna get. are more towards society, what societal impact that you want to create. So that has to be your motto as compared to package. So Arun, one of the students is asking, what percentage of consulting jobs which are coming to IRMA? Do you have any gross idea?
Actually, Actually, consulting jobs are generally less. To be honest, our college is mainly focused on marketing. Matlab it's not a
Mm-hmm.
specialization. It's like more job roles are offered in the marketing. Consulting are very generally less. I think I can say in 100%, 5 to 10%. I can say consulting roles.
Yeah.
Consulting
So,
roles, 5 to 10%.
yeah, guys. So, guys, the college is very different. Curriculum is very different from the industry. So, the offers that will be coming to the campus, they are more related to industry specialize and what is the need of the industry. According to that, the job roles that are coming to the campus. So, Arun, I wanted to ask you, what's the life at IRMA? What's a day in a life of a IRMA aspirant?
Yeah, when it comes to IRMA, generally in the every MBA college, the schedule is hectic. So when it comes to normal college timings, it starts from 9:30 to evening 5:30. This is the only official timing. After that, it's not an like limit. Your classes will be ending at the 5:30 or like that. So there will be a group assignments, all that. We have to go in that. When it comes to IRMA, the first sem week you can feel a hectic schedule, but after that you'll be get adjusted how you can balance the things. That is what the main life at the IRMA. You'll be having everything, facilities will be provided on the same campus. When it comes to the gym or the sports facility, badminton, everything are provided in the same campus in the same compound. So there is availability of the professors in the 24/7 in the campus only. And the day in the IRMA starts at 9:30 officially, but it may sometimes end in the morning 5 o'clock, or it may start in the morning 5 o'clock. It completely depends upon the work pressure and the lifestyle you want to follow there.
Right. So, guys, whenever you are going for any B school, it is very important that you should be able to manage the time and prioritize the task because these are the two, I would say, career transforming years where you wanted to explore to different things. Don't just go to B school just to understand that I'll do study and I'll get one of the best places. And these things won't happen. This was a era where things used to happen, but right now you just have to explore to clubs, committees, talk to more 300 smart brains which are present there, understand their perspectives. This is very good opportunity to explore to different domains, do some case competitions, understand quizzes. So I think it is a career transforming opportunity for you. So explore into each and every domain that is present there. So Arun, I wanted to ask you, since you got into IRMA, some of the students are asking me, ki, Bhaiya, please ask Arun regarding how they are preparing for summer internships and how they are preparing for final placements. What does the career support that college provides?
Uh, so, so actually, when it comes to the IRMA, apart from the other colleges, summer internship starts late here because we'll be having the extra session of the VFS. That is what I told in the previous few minutes back, where we'll be staying in the village for 45 days. So generally, when other colleges start their summer internship, we'll be starting our summer internship from the I think January end or the February starting. So when it comes to summer internship preparation, starting of the first time, we'll be having some of the case comps, or through that some of the students get placed. Other than the college will guide us what are the good companies, how we have to get prepared, and there will be a live projects from the different committees and clubs. They will be getting tied up with the other outside companies so that we can get a adders point to add in the CVs. That is what the college will support us. We'll be having a particular CV format, because when it comes to every college they'll be having a particular CV format. So that is also there. The CV format will be there, and they will be guiding how you can get into the summer internship, like what are the companies you can target. Because when the companies come, they'll be seeing these and one of the major thing you can get help is there will be seniors who have been already completed their summer internship. They are already been going through the final placements. They are the key to everything when it comes to MBA, and mainly in our campus, because you don't know what the company wants to give you and what it wants from you. So when it asks you seniors who has done their summer internship, they'll be giving a complete idea about that. So you can get help from the placement committee. Other than it's not been official, also you'll be getting help from the apart from the all seniors the help. And in IRMA, you'll be having a mentor from the previous senior batch. It's allotted from the college only. As a single person from, I will be having a mentor from my senior batch. So one-to-one mentor sessions will be there. You can ask any doubts with them. So you will get a complete support for that. That's not an issue.
Yeah. So guys, if you're having any issues in terms of form filling of IRMA, Arun will be there, but his time is directly proportional to money. So you have to pay 199 rupees to us so that Arun can sit with you and he'll be able to uh, solve your queries and he'll be able to make up your CV. So for that, you can join the WhatsApp group that is present there in the description box where you will be having one-on-one connection with Arun. So Arun, I wanted to ask you one question. Can you tell us about the uh, batch profile, the background, how many divisions are there? Yeah,
Division in sense from the background streamline you are asking from the graduation, right?
yes,
Yeah, when it comes to 100% batch, as I mentioned earlier, 60 to 70% batch is from the farm sales, that is agriculture, horticulture, and all that. Other 30% or 40% combine of the, it may be engineering, it may be literature, it may be arts, and one of the major components, the BCom and sorry, yes, commerce and BCom students also a major chunk of the part of the students. They are also having good opportunity, and some of them are from BA. And other than that, there is no limitations for any of the batch background. And when it comes to age also, there is no any age limit for that also, because the person who has completed his PUC, done a 3 years of BSc, then immediately got an opportunity to get into the IRMA, and he got into the IRMA. And there is a person who has been had a good work experience and he worked until the age of 32 and he got into the IRMA. So there is a diverse background and you will be having a plenty of the options. That is not an issue.
okay. So Arun, one of the guys asking me out, Bhaiya, if I got into IRMA, there are so many folks who have a strong clarity that they wanted to get into marketing, they wanted to get into rural management. But some folks who are not still clear, they know that they wanted to get into IRMA, and according to that, they've started their preparation. So, can you tell me what are the domains, let's say marketing, finance, what are domains that are present there? How student can get into IRMA and they can choose out the domain?
Uh, to be honest, when it comes to IRMA, IRMA is like a not a complete strong, but you can see a majority of the roles offered here are marketing roles in the IRMA. IRMA has a they will get a measure of the marketing roles. Other than that, you will be getting a finance roles in the, for example, as there is in our placement brochure, you can see it from our website. There is SDFC Bank, IDFC Bank, Axis Bank. These are the major finance roles. And when it comes to the marketing, the major recruiter is the Amul, NDDB. These are the major recruiters for the marketing. And other than that, when it comes to consulting, all that there are very KPMGs are there, but they select very less number of students for consulting. For operations also, there may be Dabur for Godrej. So they take very less number of students. That is what the problem is. But you will be having a plenty of opportunity. That's not an issue. So majority of the roles will be getting in the marketing. Then comparatively less for the marketing finance. Then again comparatively less in the operations and consulting. This hierarchy you can have just in the mind for the overall structure.
Okay, okay. So Arun, since you are doing that fieldwork segment, can you tell me how has been your experience? And let's say some of the people who are in metros, let's say I'm from Mumbai, and if I get that opportunity, how different is the scenario for me? What I'm going to get through that course?
Yes, sure. Like many of the students, because our batchmates also, because I am being from the horticulture background, it doesn't feel difficult for me. But many of my
Mm-hmm.
friends are from metro cities. So in this village fieldwork segment, generally we will be given a period of 45 days with the type of the NGO. I am working with the NGO where we will be working under a project where we have to see how the project works, how the administration works, how the institutional things are supplied between the, for example, farmers and the NGO, how it has been balanced, and is there anything we can give as the MBA students and having information about the market? What is the thing you can give initiation? And generally for the people from the metro, life may somewhat get difficult in the VFS sections because and one advantage is generally the students will be maximum try to put in their own hometown, because in the rural or in the main villages they will be using a local languages, right? So they will be almost try to put in their hometown state only, but sometimes due to unavailability of the NGO seats, it's not possible. Somewhat the, like if you are not an extrovert person, it must somewhat get difficult, but you have to get into the rural people, talk with them, make a daily schedule, what is the things we have to go to the gram panchayats and local government schools, anganwadis. You have to go and collect the information so that you can propose any solutions to the villages. This is what the VFS segments gives us, because when it comes to the VFS, it's like giving a pre exposure before getting into the market. without any pressure of the salary. Because after going into the summer internship or placement, you will be having a pressure of the salary, because if they are paying you, you have to work. Here, obviously, there is a pressure of the marks and professors, but you'll be getting a true opportunity of getting into the field and working with the people. That is what the specialty of the VFS.
Okay. Uh, Arun, one question from my side, that how you are managing academics. Is there any, I would say, so much force from the teacher side or the faculty side when it comes to academics, or is there a chill culture where you're managing academics, you are focusing on not only on study as well as you're doing some extracurricular activities, you are focusing towards internship, live projects.
Yes, Akash, when it comes to our college particularly, hectic is somewhat scheduled, but it's not like you can't do anything. It depends upon how you prioritize the things. As I told, our class schedules will be from 9:30 to 5:30. After that, when you give time to the group projects and assignments, after that you will be having a general time of 2 to 3 hours. Other than so, you can work on yourself. I generally prefer to do on the group assignments or do with the live projects. Are there any case comms? What I can do? I generally focus on that. There is a like you'll be having a time. It's like how you prioritize the time and how you allot the time for the other works. You can do that. First sem, many of the students, and even including me, we may feel like hectic. We don't know how to prioritize the things and what we have to do. But as on the time passes, you will be able to manage the studies, extracurricular activities, or maybe live projects, or focus on the case forms. Everything you can balance. That's not an issue.
Okay, that's quite nice, Arun. So, Arun, let's say if one of the student from an engineering background, right, or one of the student from non-engineering background, so are there any differentiation when it comes to opportunities, or do you think that women candidate will get more leverage as compared to male? Because this is what is happening in the industry. So, does the same scenario works in IRMA?
No, no. When it comes to IRMA, it doesn't work, because I remember many of my friends, because I when the when we're giving the interview, there are 10 members will be joining in the interview in the selection process of the IRMA. There were many students from the agriculture background. I remember some of them were from the law college also. They got selected, but not from the farm science background, because this
Mhm.
generally happens. It doesn't mean if you are from the non-agriculture, non-farm background, you are not getting selected. It will be see that how you are eager to serve the society. This is what they generally assess in the students. And when it comes to the roles, when the in the interview places, sometimes a company comes with the particular restriction of a particular gender of the students, particular branch, but that happens very less amount of time, Akash, because companies also doesn't mainly focus on the gender or background. If they are good with the students and they find students are ready to learn whatever they are teaching, they will take them. That's not an issue.
Okay. So, Arun, if one student joined the college and he really is aligned to a social sector, or I would say some of the students who might be aligned towards corporate sectors. So, what are the brands as well as what are the opportunities that are available for the students, right? Because some students really keen to get into IRMA, and they really wanted to get into FMCG. So, are these FMCG companies are visiting to the campus, and what criteria of students can get into this different set of domains?
Yeah, Akash. Actually, to be honest, there are two also gates open for the every student. You can get into the even FMCG or a complete corporate metro life, or you can completely get into the social sector life. When it comes to a social sector life, the majority of the which are the NGOs we are getting placements are the BIF organization, Banas Dairy NGO, Selco NGO. These are the major recruiters of the social services. That is NGO. When it comes to the corporate, there is Amul, and NDDB also comes in the NGO. Amul there is, and there is IDFC, Axis, and when it comes to other, Reliance is there, and KPMG is there. So these are many companies where they'll be having a both of the opportunity. It completely depends upon what you want to select. You are completely inclined towards the social sector, obviously you have more number of chances. IRMA welcomes or gets happy when you are more inclined towards the social sector. They are like, you are the students we wanted. But it doesn't force anyone to kindly get into the social sector. It's the choice is left to us. You can either get into the social sector or you can get into the corporate. So you have both the chances equally and fairly. That's not an issue.
Okay, that's quite nice, Arun. So, Arun, some of the students who are coming to IRMA, right? Of course, they'll go through the GDPR process, but there are some predefined qualities as well as skills the person should have. So, can you shed some light on the skills or the qualities that students should have before going to the IRMA GDPR?
Um, for when it comes to IRMA, there is a section called VAT. So have some fluency in the writing, because when your photo is given to you, you should be having so much of knowledge in your mind, because you can't think and completely think from scratch at that point. You should already be having a plethora of information in your mind, so that based on that image, you can draft a paper there. Because until you are having the ground knowledge, you will not be able to write anything there. Because you go and get a, for example, you go and get a photo of the construction of the road. If you are not having information about how the roads will be connecting the rural to the
Hmm.
India, and you have to having some slight information about the data, like the statistical, not a complete or a necessarily. If you are having some sort of idea about the statistical data, that all the interviewer or college will get, he is having an idea about the knowledge also. That is what IRMA wants to see. It's not like the high level of knowledge you want to have. Other than that, you should be prepared for the interview. That is what IRMA generally wants. It's not like generally completely be blank and go and in front of the interviewers, because they feel like you have been not prepared and you have been not interested in this college. That is what the problem also occurs. So you should be having knowledge about what are the courses IRMA is offering. Know about your college. It's not about a IRMA only. Whatever college you're going for the interview, completely know about that college, or go through the website, spend some quality amount of the time of you in the website of the college, that is IRMA. What are the courses they are offering, what are the collaborations. And IRMA actually has many collaborations with the Ministry of the Agriculture, because it's, and recently it has been announced as the Ministry of the National Importance College. So our college is presently not only IRMA, it's a Tribhuvan Sahakar University. Recently Amit
Hmm.
Shah came to
Hmm.
IRMA and he inaugurated the college. So I have some information regarding this, because if you are interested in this college, you should know these major milestone things about the colleges. Know about the colleges, be confident, and have ground knowledge to write in the VAT. So that, and in the interview, always try to take interview with you, so that the interview will go with the follow-up questions. So that is what IRMA also do. Not only IRMA, every college, like, they'll be asking the follow-up questions based on your answers. So that is what accepted in the, or expected in the IRMA.
Yeah. So guys, those who are coming to GDPI sessions, I'll tell you one thing. From end to end process, we are going to help you out in terms of form filling, in terms of 2 to 3 GDs will be conducted, post that personal interviews will be there, and what is necessary for VAT. Let's say if some of the students are not quite familiar with VAT and they don't want to put efforts, so our mentor is there who can sit with you and who can help you out. So Arun, last question from my side. What's piece of advice to the people who are coming to us? And what kind of opportunities we are going to provide to them.
Yeah, sure. When it comes to from my side for the IRMA, complete your exams and not completely get into these things. Completely first complete your exams and do well for the exam. After that, we are there for to guide you. It may be in terms of VAT, in terms maybe PI, and how you can structure your application, and what are the doubts if you're having in the putting your application for the colleges. You can do that. If you can contact us also for any of the doubts also that. So that's not an issue. You can go with that. Complete your exams and we'll guide you from there. That's not an issue.
Yeah, yeah. So thank you so much, Arun, for connecting with us and sharing this knowledge. I hope this video will reach us to millions of students and we'll be able to guide the upcoming aspirants. Thank you so much again for connecting with us.
Thank you, Akash. Thank you.